Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Altocraft 20V lithium-ion cordless drill. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this has keyless chuck, 17+1 torque settings, power indicator on the battery, built-in work light. Here are the specs on the side: 20 volts max, no load speed is 0 to 700 RPM, 3/8" chuck, keyless chuck, has drill driving mode, and here we have more specs on the back. So let's get this open. Okay, so here we have the drill, we have the charger, accessories, and the manual. So let's take a look at the manual. Okay, so we have safety instructions here, and you'll want to read through this, but I'm just going to show a quick overview of it. So we have more safety instructions. We have the specs here, which we saw on the outside. This is what it comes with. You can read through that. Here's a diagram with the functionality. It has variable speed trigger with electric brake, forward reverse switch. We have that 3/8" or 10mm chuck. Has a torque clutch, torque indicator scale, rubber covered handle, double-ended bit storage, lithium-ion battery, battery lock button, and LED work light. This talks about the battery pack and charging it. So to charge it, you connect the charger and you plug it in. This talks about operating the keyless chuck. This talks about operating the forward reverse, and I'll go over all this in person. And it has a flex shaft. That's one of the accessories. We'll look at that. This talks about operation, maintenance, and here we have a parts list and a blow up of the drill. So here's the drill itself. Here's that keyless chuck and that clutch. So that clutch has 17 clutch settings, and then it has the drill mode there. So it has forward reverse switch here. If we put it on one of those, we can pull the trigger in all the way. If we put it in the middle position, it kind of locks it. So that's not any kind of like hardcore safety lock. You can easily defeat it by pressing this, but it does make it a little safer. Like if you're moving from one place to another, you can put it in that middle position while you're moving and it won't accidentally press in on that trigger. So here's the battery. To release it, we'll press on the button and slide it out like so. And this is a 1.5 amp hour or 27 watt hour battery. Put it in, we'll slide it in, press the button until it clicks. We do have a work light down here that's going to light up the area in front of the drill. Now that does come on at the same time as the drill. I do prefer when those come on early when you press the trigger. That way it'll help you line up. So if you're using this, what you'd probably do is pull it a little bit to the lowest speed. Your drill will be spinning, but then you can just hold it back from your work and then you can line it up. But I do like that it comes with one. On the back side here we have a button we can press to check the charge level of the drill. And here we have that bit holder with a double-headed bit. So it has a straight and a number 2 Phillips. So it's nice that that has that on there. So if you have a simple job that just requires one of these two sizes, you can grab this and go. You could also throw a different bit in there if you're using it frequently. So let's try charging this up. So I'll put the charger on here. So it just slides on the end. This charger outputs 20 volts at 450 milliamps. Okay, so it's charging. So let's take a look at these accessories. Here we have a flexible shaft. So if I turn the one side, it turns the other. So if you need to get into a kind of a tight space, you could use this. So that's nice. Oh, this is really nice. We have brad point bits. So these help with precision. You have that needle sharp point on the end that has these cutters on the side so you can get real nice clean holes there. So these are the sizes we have here, 1/8 to 1/4 inch. Here we have standard, I think you would call these split point bits. When them fill out, and it came with these little holders here. So we have those bits too, and here we have some driver bits. So we have an extension, so you put this in your drill and it has a magneted end there, so then you can put these smaller bits in the end here and swap them out easily. And it comes with the selection of driver bits here. We have some Phillips, posit drive, straight, and this is an adapter for 1/4 inch sockets. So that's really nice for assembling things. So I'm going to let this charge up and then I'll demonstrate it. Okay, so I have this charged up. I'll put the battery in, like so. So I have a block of wood here. It's a 4x4. Let's drill a hole in it. Let's go with the 1/4 inch size brad point. So I'll stick that in the chuck, and I'm going to slowly hold on to the end and tighten it. You can just do this manually too. And I'll tighten that up. Okay. So since I'm drilling, I'll have it on that drill mode, and I'll drill a hole into this. Now that brad point's making it really easy to line up just on a spot. So you can see there's this little dot here that I pressed in with the drill. Okay, so I need to tighten this a little bit more. Okay, but that was cutting very smoothly. So as you can see there, it drilled a nice hole. So on something this deep, you'll want to pull it out multiple times to clear the chips. Next, let's put a screw in. So this is a drywall screw, it's number 2 Phillips. So I have the number 2 Phillips there, and that will fit in the extension. But I always like to pre-drill. You don't always have to pre-drill, but it can help keep wood from splitting. So I'll take this bit out. And to figure out what size I want, you want the drill bit to be about the size of the middle shaft area of your screw. So we'll use this 1/8 inch here. Okay. So there I have the hole. Now when you remove your drill bits, they can be very hot, so you have to be careful about that. So I'll place the extension in here. And I have the screw. And I'll drive that in there. Like so. Let's try one without a pre-drilled hole. Okay, it went in. It was just a little tighter. Now I can reverse this here and pull them out. So those are a little warm. So it also came with this flex adapter, so I can probably put that directly in the drill. So now if I pull the trigger, we'll see this turning over here. So I can put a bit in here now. And now I can screw this in here. This might be a little tricky because I don't have this clamped down, but we'll try it. Yeah. So I just went and grabbed an old candle here. And a little tip, if you have some screws that are having a little trouble getting in, you can put some wax on them. Some people also use like a bar of soap. Works well too. So this isn't some kind of machinery that vibrates really bad, so you don't have to worry about that. But that'll give it a little bit of lubrication. So let's try this now. Okay, so that's working a little bit better. So what I would say on the flex shaft is it's probably better for smaller screws and shorter screws. Where I think these really come in handy are for like cabinets where you have hinge screws and stuff. And they're just super short, really small screws. I don't think this 1 5/8 inch drywall screw is the best application for this. Now if this was my only chance here, what I'd probably want to do is drill that hole just a little bit bigger and put that lubrication on there, and that will go in a little easier. So here's a smaller screw here. So that worked better than that longer drywall screw that I had. So that's the Altocraft 20V lithium ion cordless drill. So this has that 20V battery, so this is going to give you longer runtime and more power than a smaller drill. Now this drill does not have multi-speeds on it, and it is 3/8 inch chuck, So that will limit what you can do with this drill. So this drill would probably be good for someone who has a larger drill with those features on it that wants a second drill. This could be good for someone who doesn't have a drill and wants one to do basic household things like small repairs, building small things, assembling furniture, hanging pictures, things like that. This would work great for that. I think this could work with some smaller hole saws, maybe say 1 inch or around that size. I don't think it would be great for larger hole saws like a 4-inch. You'd probably want a bigger drill for that. But this would be a nice drill for someone who doesn't have a drill and they just need something to do basic tasks. It's nice that it does come with some drill bits and some driver bits with it too to get them started. So the flex shaft can be useful in certain situations, but don't expect that you can do heavy duty work with this. But like I gave an example, if you're removing a screw from a hinge that's in a hard to reach place, or maybe drilling a hole for a wire or something, I think this could work. You just have to take it easy with it. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.